Hey Internet, Zeal here. This is a devlog. I think I'll do a few of these. This is just sort of an overview of a project that I'm working on at the moment. It's the third run of an audio-visual piece that I've done with a choir called Invenio here in Melbourne. The choir is run by Gian Slater. We'll be performing this at White Night in Melbourne at St Paul's Cathedral. I'm sort of taking this opportunity to rebuild the project, address some issues from previous things and just make the whole thing better. So I thought I'd put up some things and some documentation about the process. The piece involves a 7-piece choir. Each singer has a microphone, and their microphone is used to trigger projections on that particular singer. So the musical arrangements have visual arrangements associated with them. This is a video of the last performance we did. So that's the general idea. For the previous shows, I've used a combination of Max for Live, Max and Touch Designer. For this round, rather than using Touch Designer, I'm going to use Open Frameworks, and at the moment I'm just working on the OSC side of things, so pulling in all the audio data from Ableton Live and processing it as efficiently as possible. So I'm just going to sort of go through where the project's currently at and put one of these together maybe once a week, see how it goes. At the moment I'm using a Ableton set that has a recording of previous shows, and last couple of days I've been working on the Max for Live plugins and some of the other OSC side of things. So if I hit play, hit reset. All of this is the OSC data that's coming in. On each track, I've got on each singer's track, I've got a little Max for Live device, and this is just recording the level or noting the level of the audio, and then doing some processing to smooth out the video. So this control panel here, it lets me set sort of a noise gate. You can see if I bring the gate down, you can see all the noise here. And so that's important because if a singer sings, it could get picked up by microphones either side of them, and they can trigger lights on other singers. So by being able to set a noise gate, I can sort of tighten that up. I've also got the ability to smooth out the signals and amplify them individually or as a group. The one big difference in this time around is that all of this data smoothing and the noise gate and everything, that's all happening in the audio realm. Previously, in the two previous performances, I've analysed all of the audio and then sent it out as floating point numbers, just raw audio as amplitude as floating point numbers over OSC. But what I've found is it's much more efficient to do that processing in Max, where it can run at audio sample rate and then just send out really smooth, nice, clean OSC straight from Max. So this patch here is sending OSC messages over to this master Max for Live device, which is then forwarding those commands onto the individual tracks to smooth out the data. And then this patch here is broadcasting that already smooth data straight out. So I can link this directly to Open Frameworks without any sort of intermediary program smoothing the data. Everything's done and it comes out nice and clean. So that's I haven't really got up to the fun bit of doing all the graphics yet. On the Open Framework side of things, I've just sort of got the bare bones of the project up and running. Let it build. So this is it at the moment. This is just the OSC coming into Open Frameworks, and I can sort of, you know, smooth it out and do whatever I need to do. At the moment, the only parameter I've got is changing sort of the distance between the singers, and it's just this boring sort of bar graph. But that's just to check out that it's working. The next step is the graphics programming. This Open Frameworks program is sort of generating the graphics and sending it out as a spout source, so then I'll have another application, be it Max, Open Frameworks, probably Open Frameworks, to receive that spout source and send it out to the projector. That's where it's at. So yeah, I'll put some more updates out as we move along. Thanks for watching.